So I just had another run-in with my neighbor, right? So she was fucking with me all yesterday, dog. Like just going in, and then she started this morning, and I was like, well, fuck it. I'm just gonna come up and knock on your door, knowing what was gonna happen. That once I knocked on the door, she was gonna call the fucking police. And you know what she did? She called the police. So the police came. And she was playing the victim. Like, cause she was just stumping on my fucking ceiling all day yesterday. I mean, she's just been recently doing it, but now I feel kind of vindicated based upon the fact that I went up there and knocked on her door. She called the police. Police came. She tried to say I threatened her, which I didn't threaten her. I have maybe through the fucking goddamn ceiling, but that's my right, nigga. That's Second Amendment. I have the right to reinforce my motherfucking boundaries. If she can't hear me, then me threatening her through the ceiling is entirely motherfucking irrelevant. But I have threatened her through the ceiling. But I didn't threaten her when I came to the door. I told her to leave me the fuck alone. Stop eavesdropping on me and stop motherfucking stumping on my fucking ceiling. That's what I told her to do when I went to her door. But she called the police and said, hey, he said, he came to my door and he threatened me. And so then the police came and knocked on my door. I was like, hey, dude, I'm not coming through that door and talk to you. I'm not doing that. I'm not putting myself in that position. So you come, they was like, well, come to the window and talk to us. I was like, well, I talked to him in the window. And as soon as the conversation got to a point that I no longer wanted to have that conversation, I walked away from the window. And she's out there, you gotta get him. You don't understand. He's gonna hurt me. And da-da-da-da-da-da. And manipulation of victimhood and shit, which I knew was gonna happen as soon as I went up there. Pretty much, I told her last time she called the police, you pretty much ran out with that bullshit. This is a pattern of behavior. It's not actually a plan. You need to come up with a better strategy if you really want to, you know what I'm saying, have some type of result that you want to have, but your result, your desired result is based in a narcissistic personality disorder. It's not based in a authentic threat. It's not based in an authentic objective. It's based in a motherfucking narcissistic pattern of behavior, and so therefore you only know how to operate within that pattern of behavior. Outside of that pattern of behavior, you don't know how to operate, how to function. So you're only really used to having codependent relationships in which you can manipulate victimhood, meaning they have to occupy the same space with you. And once they occupy the actual same space, you manipulate, you provoke, and then manipulate victimhood by calling the police after you provoked. And now that guy's going to jail. Generally. That's not the case when I live in a different apartment than you. I went upstairs and knocked on your door to ask you to stop fucking stumping on my fucking ceiling. You made it a motherfucking goddamn, a federal case of something other than that. Now, the last time I went up there, a dude came running out the door and was aggressive. So therefore, yeah, I was prepared to defend myself. And that's the only thing I was prepared to do, is defend myself, not to attack anyone, but to get someone to stop violating my boundaries. Speaking of violators of boundaries, my nigga, oh wow, look at you. Someone who has inappropriate, and you know what I've been thinking about, how financially abusive you are, and how you really do fit the mold of a narcissistic antagonist. Like, just getting me out here, Brian, was narcissistic antagonization. And it wasn't just narcissistic antagonization, my nigga. It was financial abuse. You big at that. Like when we worked for mom and we got paid and you took the money. And then when you try to commingle our money together, like when we went to Columbia, South Carolina, you commingled our money. That's financial abuse, bro. I didn't understand what that was, bro. You're a financial abuser. You love that. Like when I got the money from the fucking goddamn settlement with Social Security. And you wanted $10,000, and I wouldn't give you $10,000, and you had a fucking tantrum about it. That's the desire to financially abuse. That's why you went off, nigga. Every time I see you, blood, I'm gonna say something about that shit. Come on my fucking page. I'm gonna point out who the fuck you are, nigga. There is no love, Brian. There is no more love, bro. It is nothing but the hard, cold truth, bro. So every time you come on my page, that's all you're gonna get is the hard, cold fucking truth, bro. Of people with narcissistic patterns. Dude, that's why blood thicker than water doesn't apply the way that people want it to make it think. Because my sister loves to use that shit. He loves to use that shit when it works in his advantage. So I don't fuck around with that bullshit, bro. That love bombing shit. because that's what that is. It's love bombing. In order to get access to me, in order to have influence over me, so he can automatically devalue me as soon as he has access to me. That's the first thing he's going to do, and then want to disregard me, which is the ongoing pattern. So any stability or anything like that I might have, he's going to want to undermine it. Or even the idea that it exists, he wants to be there and present in it. It's a viper, bro. I don't fuck with that nigga, bro. And there's under no circumstances and no situation, especially after my father passed and the whole set of circumstances in order to get narcissistic supply during that set of circumstances, I don't fuck with them no more. And that's what the real is. You know what I'm saying? I recognize that. Alhamdulillah. Those who actually have gone to, you know what I'm saying, the war, that's the blood they're talking about with you, not the water of gestation. People you were born to, no. The blood that is thicker than water is those that were not born to you, that were willing to shed blood for you. I can't remember the exact saying that it came from, but Lady London used it the other day. But I recognize that shit. I recognize what types of abuse and antagonization occur from narcissistic personality disorders, and that I've been surrounded by them my entire fucking life. My mother, my brother, my sister, you know what I'm saying? My father's mother, you know, and enablers, you know what I'm saying, as far as family and flying monkeys and all that shit. But that was what I needed in this world in order to become the person I became. I heard Joe Budden talking about it, that he doesn't regret the things that he did because if he had done anything else, he wouldn't be the person he is right now. And my neighbor just stomped. Now, when I was talking to the cops, that's a lie. Yeah, I don't do that. I don't do that. But I'm grateful for the journey that led to the person that I am. I don't regret any aspect of it. I don't regret the people I was born to. I don't regret their cognitive perspective of me. I don't regret their treatment of me. None of that. Because that forged the man that I am, and I love the man that I am. Every single bit of it. Now, apartment D is trying to act like she's having a different conversation in her apartment that has absolutely nothing to do with what I'm doing. But she's drawn. Distracted people are distracted. Or distracted people distract people. So she feels the need to distract me from my focus in relationship with what I'm doing. So me talking about the fact that I don't hold any, because I don't have no resentment towards my family. None whatsoever. I recognize that's what it is, you know what I'm saying, and I relinquish them from the responsibility of my recovery from the narcissistic abuses that they inflicted. But I also understand that I don't have to be subjected to that type of treatment anymore. So therefore, I go no contact. And I understand that they're incapable of changing the behavior. And it's not necessary for them to change the behavior. I need to change my behavior. Because I don't need to be worried about their changed behavior. I need to be worried about my changed behavior. And my changed behavior is I establish boundaries. And those boundaries are what's negotiable and non-negotiable as it pertains to my value. And what's non-negotiable is people who choose to devalue me do not get access to me. They do not have influence over me in any form or fashion because they only use it to devalue me and disregard me. So therefore, I actually not just limit their access. I motherfucking goddamn negate any level of access at all. So therefore, nigga, listen, I came in this world by myself. I'm gonna leave this world by myself. So that's how I look at it. But hey, that was today.